Hey, 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 you're tuned in to 105.1, the music muscle of the shows, and V 105.9, the vibe, Dothan, Alabama. That's the lunchtime show. That's our new little song. Kind of nifty right there. What's going on, church announcer?
Hey y'all. Can you hear me good?
I can hear you. You're frying a little bit.
I'm a what now?
Okay, you good?
Yeah.
All righty. All right, thank y'all for tuning in to 105.1
The music muscle of the shows.
and V 105.9.
The vibe.
All right, thank y'all for tuning in. Look like the church announcing a different spot today.
Yeah, I had some difficulties this morning. So
I
yeah,
can
I'm
see you.
in a new spot.
Yeah, you looking all white today. Look,
Yeah,
you
I had
looking
some
white today. I said,
technical
look.
difficulties this morning. So I had to change up a little bit this morning.
Okay, okay. Yeah, I'm looking at you. A different setup, different setup. All
Oh
right,
yeah.
guys. We thank you for tuning in to the baddest radio station from North Alabama to South Alabama, and where you can listen to us on our radio dial as well as our app. Make sure you download our app. That's Knox Media Group, and follow us on YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, Amazon Music, Twitch. I've been trying to get TikTok to work all morning. Let's see if it's gonna do it now. Now I keep on saying this.
You wanna act funny today?
Yeah, it's saying it's masterpiece, but that's all right. So we have a lot going on. We want to make sure you continue to follow us and on our all of our social media platforms. And if you have any public service announcements, send those to info@knoxmediagroupinc.org. That's info@knoxmediagroupinc.org. And guess what? We are looking for sales and digital representatives. And if you're interested, send your resume to info at knoxmediagroupinc.org. That's info@knoxmediagroupinc.org. That's for our shows as well as our Wiregrass area. So it doesn't matter what area you're in, make sure you send us a resume, or you can call us for more details at 256-712-2888. So that's what we got going on with that. We want to make sure you're part of the Knox Media Group family. We have some great opportunities. So if you're a people person, if you're bubbly, you're self-motivated, all that good stuff, make sure you give us a call and send that resume in, so we can go ahead and get you started making some money, especially if you're looking for a new little hustle. Everybody looking for a hustle.
That's definitely right.
Yeah, so make sure you
Definitely
go.
right. And it's a very good company to work for. I love being with Knox Media Group, so it's definitely a great company to work for. So if you're definitely looking for that little hustle, it's definitely a place to come to.
All right. So make sure y'all get those resumes in, call us up, let us know that you're interested in that. So we want to get that out the way. Yesterday, y'all, if y'all tuned into the show, it was a little debate between the church announcer, myself, and the old school preacher, and we were talking about raise, Raise, and rearing. And we were talking about children. And so and I was sitting there listening. I was reading up on it last night. You know me, I have to call a couple of my English teachers, history teachers. Have a lot of friends who are
Did you
in
really
the
call them, Tamika?
I did. I did. Yes, I'm all about some listen. Knowledge is power. Yes, I really called them. Knowledge is power. So you have to call different people and you ask their opinion on what do you say or how do you say different things or your translation of it. And so most
So,
people that hmm,
so what did you get out of it?
most people that I talk to are rearing kids. But listen, and I'm telling you, I asked, I said, so what's your opinion? Did you raise your kids or you're rearing your kids? And they said, one of them, look, I'm a note taker. If you know me, I got a book bag full of binders, books. So one of my friends, she actually said, raise is to lift something up. She said, so that's basically, you're not raising them up. You're not lifting them up. You're not. She said, these were educators that I talked to.
Okay.
So basically, she said no. She reared her kids. She said because she cared for them. Let me get my notes together. She said I don't want to misconstrue anything they said. She said she basically cared for them. She educated her kids, and she did not raise them up. She did not lift them or elevate them. That was what that one said.
But when I read on it as well, and um, it says when to bring up a young, it can be for both to bring up.
Mm-hmm.
So you actually bringing up your kids.
Mm-hmm.
So that's how I took it as. It can be for children. It can be raise, RAISE, can be for children, plants, and animals.
Okay. Your mic gone out.
Okay, can you hear me now?
Yes.
Okay. So raise can be for children, plants, and animal.
Mm-hmm.
And rear, it's for nurturing care and styles of guiding, like AP suggests of humans are reared while all can be raised.
Mm-hmm.
So I took it as, I mean, you raising your kids to come up to be young adults.
Mm-hmm. I mean, like I said, it's terminology, and I looked at it as basically everyone has a different translation of the way they put things out, and everyone may not um, get things in the same aspects as other things. So all the time, not everything is the same. Look
Right?
like you got a dog at work, Precious. Was today bring a pet to work day?
Tamika.
What it is? What? Listen, that's what raise your dog to sit down, get off the counter. That's a raising.
Oh my gosh, you just put my business out there. Not
I
that
ain't put your business out there. The dog jumped up on the counter.
she jumped, yeah, but she's physically.
Now, see, that's what I'm saying right there. People always making it somebody else's fault when it ain't. It's a terminology. It's the facts. It's facts. So people always say, "Well, you did me." No, I did. I ain't do nothing. The dog did it. How now? How did I do that? How I put your business
You
out there?
seen it, but you didn't have to tell it, Tamika.
Well, as I said, things happen, and we often always make it someone else's fault. We don't take ownership of things that we do or things that we encounter. Because I saw it, of course I'm like, today must be bring an animal to work day. So no, don't see, that's what I'm talking
I'm
about.
babysitting.
That's
I'm babysitting. Yeah.
See, that's how we do. Us black people. I'ma just say people in general. We never take ownership. See, they're gonna take me somewhere else today. That's gonna take me to a whole nother level of a whole nother conversation. But we do it often, so many times, and we always pointing blame at other people. You gave me a good topic for now. You done got me. You done took me off the raising.
Let's get back on this raising and rearing, because yeah, you don't jump into a whole
I'm
other
coming back.
conversation.
I'm coming back to this conversation because it's needed. Okay, go on with what you.
But yeah, that's all I was saying with the raising and rearing. That's how I feel like both of them can be considered as you raising your child and raising your child. But like you said, a lot of, I guess, the older crowd are used to saying rearing versus the younger generation is used to saying raising. But I feel like it's both the same thing. That's my opinion on it.
Yeah, and like I said, I looked at terminology and I looked at translations, and people, we take words and they mean the same, but it's the way we use them. So a lot of times we don't know, we're not educated, or I won't say educated, we're not put in a position of how to use the word. So therefore, the way we use it, synonyms and antonyms. That was one of the hardest things when you were in school. You're always trying to get those words in the right aspect and say, okay, how should I use there? There was a good one. The THEIR and there, THERE, like
Correct.
I'm there. So,
Yeah.
people use words in different aspects. So it's just basically, you just have to get into it, know what you're saying, and to be able to teach someone. And I mean, we all, you know, at the point of learning something. So I just basically, I was looking at it, and like I said, when I called different people, I was asking, But a lot of people was just basically saying, hey, it's the way you were raised or the way you were reared on how you gonna take your terminology of it. So that's how I looked at it. And so y'all put your messages out there under our post today and say, you know, how were you what terminology did you use when you were growing up, or what terminology do you use now? Do you do something different? Are you saying something different? Do you say raise or rearing? Put it out there and tell us why. So go ahead and do that. Go to our Facebook page, that's Knox Media Group. We also have it on V1059. Also put it on our 1051. So we have several different platforms, and you can always go to our YouTube page and subscribe and put the message out there. So that's a good opportunity to go ahead and put it on. So y'all make sure y'all go out, put your message out, whether you say raise or rearing, and say why. Because it could be from where you're from. I know a lot of people up north. I remember when I was growing up, when I would come to Mississippi for the summer, it didn't matter what type of drink I was drinking. I always said cold drink. It didn't matter if I was drinking a Coke, a Pepsi, whatever.
You always
It,
called it what?
a cold drink.
Okay.
Okay. So when you transition and move to another city or area, I've been told that they're called pops.
Yeah.
And then you move somewhere else, they're cokes. Everything's a coke, no matter what type of drink you're drinking. So it's basically, I look at it as wherever you are, is you pick up the terminology or the slang or whatever conversation that area may be used to saying. So
Right. Because
it's
I
not
think
always.
I believe just in, I don't know. I know you said in Mississippi that's what y'all use rearing. I've never heard that here in Alabama. It's always been raising.
Well,
So,
I've actually had people, and the people that I talked to, these people were from Alabama. I don't even think they've ever lived anywhere else other than here. But like I said, I just think it's the terminology of your area, what you're used to, of what you're gonna, how you're brought up, and what you're around. Because, like I said, a good example is even with the drinks, cold drink, pops, cokes, and a lot of people you never knew until they actually get it what they were referring to.
yeah.
Yeah, so I look at it that way. What you got going on in the news?
Well, I was reading up earlier about a young guy, him and his girlfriend, they got into a little altercation and she fell and hit her head. And she had some bleeding going on in her head. So he took her to Walmart to get some Tylenol. And she told him that she needed to go to the hospital, but he wouldn't take her to the hospital. He took her to Walmart to get some Tylenol and took her back home. And she's pregnant. And so now she's dealing with um, some issues, all because he wouldn't take her to the emergency room at the time that she needed to take her to the emergency room. So I feel like should he be charged for anything for that?
So how did she hit her head again?
She fell and hit her head.
Okay, so it was an accident on her part.
Yes.
Okay.
And she told him that she needed to go to the hospital, to the emergency room, but he wouldn't take her to the emergency room. He told her he was going to take her to go get some Tylenol. So he went to Walmart to take her to go get some Tylenol and took her back home.
Wow. I well, okay. I'm gonna say this: if she's considered to be a hypochondriac, I probably see why he didn't take her to the hospital. Because some people just always something always bother them, something always hurt them, and I can see what he said. Well, I'm gonna take her to the doctor. But if she's never one of those to complain to say take me to the hospital, yeah, he need to be charged because
I mean,
he
because now
should have.
she got some damage to her head. I mean, she had some bleeding going on.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And so
So
when she talk, I mean, you know what's going on with your body. You know how you feel. You know what's going on with your body. So if I feel
hmm
like I need to go to the emergency room, take me to the emergency room. Not just I'm gonna just take you to Walmart and get you some Tylenol. You're gonna be okay. Now that's a whole nother issue. And I'm pregnant.
oh, and she was pregnant. Oh,
Yes. Hmm.
wow.
Yeah. So
So she had a lot
um,
going on.
a lot going on. I read up on that and I was like, I think he needs to uh, be
He probably will
told.
be charged, especially if something's wrong with that baby.
Yeah, I mean that should have been a no-brainer to just go ahead and just take her to the emergency room versus
Right.
just taking her to Walmart to go get some Tylenol.
Yes, yes. On yesterday, Governor Ivy actually delivered her ninth and final state of the state address. So she will actually will, as this Alabama legislation begins, she talked about different things that she's gonna close out her last term in. She is old. I don't understand. I can't believe she stayed as long as she did. Um, she's the first. She talked about the first is Rodney Smith Jr., Huntsville native and founder of Raising Men Lawn Care. Smith's mission to begin in 2015 while he was a computer science student at Alabama A&M. She talked about that first responders and those in need. Ivy will also, she also recognized students from Booker T. Washington School of Successful Turnaround Schools. So she talked about that. She had different, she actually tried to address different issues of blacks in her last state of the state on yesterday. So guess she's trying to go out in a bang saying she supports blacks. That's how I take it.
Do you believe that?
I don't know what she doing. I
I
don't
think
know.
she's another one that's all over the place too. She don't know what she want to do.
Yeah, so she actually she has that she's doing that. So she's getting ready to go out. The governor's election is this year, so she's ready to leave. She done did her last one. She's actually having some health issues.
Who, Governor Ivy?
She was diagnosed with cancer.
Oh wow.
Yeah. This coming Monday, we'll celebrate the Martin Luther King holiday, and they're gonna have a march. And I will give you more details on that. They're gonna actually have a march from downtown Florence to one of the churches, and they will be doing things for that this coming week. So that's
Do
going
you ever
on.
march?
I have in the past. I have.
Are you gonna
Um,
Are you gonna
I won't.
start back or no?
I
Not for
probably
you.
won't do it this year. No, it's not that. It's not the fact that it's not. It's just always. It's you always have other things going on that you actually prefer to attend and things like that. So, not really sure um what'll be going on that day. So,
I used to march back in the day, but I haven't marched in a while. I might
oh,
start
okay.
back. I
So
think I'm
are
gonna
they
start back
are
up.
they actually having a march in
Yeah.
Dothan?
They have one every year. They start at a certain place and they always end up at our Dothan Civic Center.
Okay.
And have like a little event at the Civic Center. So I think I'm a march this year. I'm
Oh,
gonna get out and march this year.
yeah. I mean, I think it's a good cause. I'm one of those. I always like to go for the fellowship, the conversations. So that's usually what I like to go out to do. Just have great conversations with different people. Yeah. So also, we just got a news alert. Verizon outage users report phones stuck in SOS mode. So right now, the country's largest cell phone provider appeared to be experiencing major issues today. Verizon subscribers, so probably got a lot of people on their phones trying to figure out why their phones messed up. The Verizon subscribers complained online their phones were suddenly left without service and stuck in SOS. So it started early this morning, and in some areas, you're still having issues. They said when a phone is in SOS mode, emergency calls to 911 should still work using other networks and a satellite connection, but anything else will not work. So,
That's on Verizon towers.
yes, all Verizon towers.
That's kind of strange. Verizon is normally good when it comes down to their services.
Well,
So I
it
don't know.
happened yeah, before with AT&T, and it actually took a long time for it actually come back up. And I think people were going in withdrawals and having issues and all kind. I mean, it was bad.
Yeah, special for them people that's always stuck on their phones all the time.
Right. Yeah, it was pretty
They will go
bad.
through withdrawal.
Yeah, it was pretty bad. I was like, wow. Got someone message it. Oh, well, we got, let me see what, look like somebody just hit us up on YouTube. Let's see what they say. I can't get to the message, but yeah. Y'all, but y'all keep posting your messages. So we started out talking about raising your children and rearing your children, and we basically was saying, it's just different. Some people were saying different terminologies of what it can be, um, and things of that sort. Just like there, uh, in different words we were actually talking about. Um, I was sitting there. I was talking, when I go home at night. But I'm an early morning phone call person too. And I was talking to a friend, and I said, we were talking, and she asked the question, have you ever felt, like you were treated differently instead? And then when you go to talk to somebody about the situation, like someone was treating you different, instead of talking about the situation, they say you're comparing yourself to other people. Have you ever been in that situation?
Hold on, say that. I'm trying to grasp that. Say it one more time.
Okay. So you talking, you go to somebody hurt your feelings,
Okay.
and you tell them, hey, you don't treat your brother, talking to your mama. Mom, you know what? It seemed like you treat Adam better than you treat me, or you treat Adam can do the same thing.
Mhm.
Talk to you crazy, be disrespectful, whatever. But the
Mhm.
first time I do it or do something similar to it, you say that I'm comparing myself or I'm jealous of Adam.
It's a problem.
It's a problem. So do you think that's you're comparing, or you think the person is just trying to get away from the conversation?
No, I honestly believe that's showing some type of favoritism because if I and me and you doing the same or my brother do the same thing that I did, I get in trouble for it, but he don't get in trouble for it.
Mm-hmm.
That's showing. I feel like that's showing favoritism because
Yeah.
that's wrong. Why did I get in trouble for the same thing that he did and he doesn't get in trouble for it?
Right.
So
And
yeah, I
and
feel
I don't think that you're comparing yourself to your brother. I think you're basically just trying to make your mom aware of the situation, because a
yeah,
lot
no,
of
no,
people
yeah,
don't.
that's yeah. I wouldn't be comparing myself to him because we're totally different. But at the end of the day, yeah, if it's a situation to where we're both doing the same thing and we don't get the same treatment, then yeah, that's a problem. But no, I don't think you should compare. I wouldn't be comparing myself to him.
Right, that's what I'm saying. I don't think you're
Yeah,
comparing. You're just basically, you just want the same respect, the same consideration, and the same energy you get to other people.
right. That's
You know,
true. But
you know,
it's a lot of families out here um that treat their not just their children. That it could be with anybody. It can be
right.
work related. It can be anywhere, to where they have that type of issue. Um,
And then sometimes I also think, people, when you go address an issue like that to someone, and I think they come back when they give you an answer, they deflecting from their behavior. Because, sometimes people don't see what they're doing, they just see what you're doing or think you're doing. You see what I'm saying?
yeah, yeah, yeah. Well, Yeah, I can see that. Yeah, I can see that.
Yeah.
I can definitely
Okay.
see
Now
that.
they take me back to the dog. That's how it was like we deflected from the situation. It was like because I made some aware, you like that's your you did me wrong. But
No, I wasn't
actuality,
saying no. It
no,
wasn't
I'm just making a point. I'm not.
right, right. But I'm saying in the way of that, it wasn't as if that's with anybody. I wouldn't make it seem like it was your fault for you seeing it or it happened. It was just like you didn't have to say that. You know what I'm saying? Like you didn't have to
It's
say
still,
it.
but
You
but
seen it, but you didn't have to say that.
when we make things aware, a lot of
Right.
times, even though we making situations aware, a lot of people take it out of content and they try to make a issue of a problem that's not aroused to the problem. And I feel like that's why the world is so in such a turmoil. I was looking at a TikTok clip, and it was I mean, when I tell you this was so elementary, and it was the best clip ever. It was basically a mom teaching a child about sin.
Mm-hmm.
So she had some water in a plate, and she sprinkled some black pepper in the plate, and the black pepper was the sin. And so every time she touched, it moved, the black pepper moved, but the sin kept coming back. But she was letting the child know, even with you touching the sin, it's still okay because we're going to be cleansed. And how she was able to be cleansed from the issue was she put some dish detergent on her hand. And when she put the dish detergent on her hand, it cleared up everything. You see what I'm saying? It cleared up all the wrongdoing. It cleared up everything. And I feel like that's what a lot of us do. We have the sin. We know we sin, but we're not asking for forgiveness. And we're
Right.
always pointing fingers or being judgmental towards the next somebody when it ain't even their fault. But if you take that dish detergent and cleanse it like the Lord do with us, it all works out. I mean, I just thought that was a very good scenario. Um, when I looked at it, I was like, that's how God look at us, but a lot of us don't.
Yeah, and that's why a lot of people, when I try to pray or whatever, I always ask God, please forgive me for all my sins, because everybody's gonna sin,
Yeah,
no
but I
matter
mean, we
who you
sitting and
are.
probably sitting here thinking, cause yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. So we gotta look at things like that. We definitely do. Um, I see the Grammys are getting ready to come on, and I was looking at Pastor Mike has been nominated for a Grammy. He's a
Who's Pastor
preacher.
Mike?
That's what I was going to say. He's a preacher out of Birmingham, but he also sings. He's also a
Okay.
gospel singer, and
Okay.
he was doing a talk show on last night, uh, and he was basically saying that even with he ran from preaching for a long time because his grandfather and his father are pastors, and he just basically was saying for so long he ran from but he always wanted to be entertainment field. So when he was able to go into the entertainment field, he was just saying how he never saw himself receiving a Grammy
Oh
because
wow.
he never thought of himself as being big enough. And a lot of times that's what happens. A lot of us, we don't see the elephant in the room. We don't see ourselves as being that big person.
But somebody else will.
And
Somebody else
someone
will.
else will. And that's what he was saying. His father and his grandfather was telling him he that elephant. And so he was like, even if he don't get an award, just the nomination meant a lot to
Nomination.
him.
Yeah.
The nomination
Right.
means a lot to him. So, I think that's a big thing. So, congratulations to Pastor Mike on receiving nominated for a Grammy.
You ever watch the Grammys?
Girl, we used to listen. We used to go home and take a nap,
Just
and
to get up to watch the Grammys.
to get up, because I'm telling you, my kids, we used to have a bedtime. The Grammys would come on at 7 o'clock. Their bedtime was 8 o'clock. So therefore, we would have to take a nap after church because the Grammys came on Sundays in order for them to be ready to go to school because they
I
weren't gonna go
seen
out.
I seen where I think you made that post. I think when
No,
Brandon said that
he's going to the Grammys.
he shared. Well, I don't know if you
I
shared it, but
shared.
I seen.
He tagged
Yeah,
me
I
in the
seen the
post.
post, and I see he's very excited about doing that.
He tagged me in the post. No, I
Okay.
yes, but um, I look at it. Kids have bigger. We again go back to Pastor Mike's nomination. So many times you don't look at the bigger picture.
Right.
And I think he put in his post, Brandon put in his post that he's excited about going to the Grammys and how we used to always sit and watch the Grammys because that was something. We would watch all awards, the Grammys, the BET Awards, the Stella Awards. I mean, that was just
I never
something that
got into the Grammys and the Stellars, but I always watched the BET Awards.
the Soul Train Award.
I never got into the Soul Train Awards
that
either. I think
probably
I
the
was just always big on the BET Awards.
yeah,
And I always said too, I want to be able to attend one of the award show. I never been able to attend the award show.
well, I haven't either,
I
but
think that'll be exciting.
you never know. You might get to go.
2026, I'm telling you, I'm
You
experience
going
a
you
lot of
going
new
you going
things
to
in
have
life.
one experience. You're going to either fly. What was one of your other bucket lists?
I got a lot on my bucket list. I want
Oh,
to fly. I want to, and I've never been on a cruise, so that's one thing I want to do. And
oh, okay.
yeah, so I can list it all day long, girl. I can go all day on my bucket list, but yeah, I got a lot that I want to do.
Okay. What is
What's
Trump
the
doing
weather
in the
in
news?
Florence today?
Rainy. It's rainy. It's cloudy. The weather. It's not as cold today, but it's rainy and it's very cloudy.
We don't have any rain here. It's cloudy down here, but it's not raining. It's in the 50s today, but it's not raining. But it looked like it's going to rain.
Yeah.
So
What's the latest Trump news? Let's see what Trump has going on right now. So, because he's always working on something. So a Michigan auto worker who gets outpouring donations. He's one of Trump's supporters,
hmm
and he has received tens of thousands of dollars after he reportedly calls Trump. Oh my God, I know I can't say this. Um, a pedophile. Oh, yeah, I can. A pedophile protector doing a Ford plant tour, and Ford suspended him, but he's still receiving money. So a suspended Michigan auto worker heckled Trump gets outpouring of donations. So he's receiving tens of thousands of dollars have been raised for auto worker at Ford plant in Michigan who was suspended without pay after heckling President Trump.
Oh wow. He was raising. You say he was raising money?
No, he wasn't raising anything. He was suspended, but they have had people raising money. Um, Someone has set up a fund, and they have raised tens of thousands of dollars for him because he was suspended without
Oh,
pay.
oh. So they helping him. They helping him out since he
Yes,
was suspended,
yeah. So
and it was one
TJ,
of Trump's supporters.
no, I read that wrong. No, he's not one of Trump's supporters. He called Trump a pedophile protector.
Oh wow.
And so he was suspended by Ford for saying that.
Oh okay.
Does
Yeah.
that not
Okay.
go into part of freedom of speech?
I believe it does. Cause you can say what you want to say.
But he probably work in one of those states that you can be fired or suspended for parting your hair wrong. He could be in an at-will state because Alabama's an at-will state. They don't have to have a reason to fire you.
And I don't agree with that.
You don't agree with the at-will state?
Yes. I don't think that's fair to people. Because I feel like you should give me a reason on why you letting me go. Because some people I feel like they just letting you go. They can be jealous of you. They can be, you can be doing a great job. It can be a position to where I'm working for to try to get your position or something like that. And then, I don't know. I just feel like that's not fair to people.
Well, well, these are the states you want to stay away from then: Alabama, Delaware, Georgia, Kansas, California, District of Columbia, Illinois, Louisiana, Maine, Indiana, Florida, and Connecticut.
That's all of them. Mine was that.
No,
I know it ain't all
it's
of them.
only
I'm just saying.
12,
I know. Just saying.
but it's
But that's not.
basically a lot of southern states.
That's not fair to people at all.
Yeah. But it says all states have some type of requirement of at will, but Montana is primarily exception with its good cause requirement. Most other states have legal expectations that provide employee protections even in an at will environment.
Hmm. Okay.
So
That's interesting.
basically you need to know the law.
It's a lot of laws that I don't know that I need to read up on.
But that's crazy how they suspended him. But on the up and up, he was able to come up on that.
Oh yeah, I can say he definitely came up on. They raised. Oh, you said how much?
Tens of thousands.
Thousand. So yeah. They raised a lot of money for him.
I mean, that's
So they had to
probably,
feel like that he was let go unfairly.
oh yeah, somebody.
Because if they didn't feel like that he was let go unfairly, I'm sure they wouldn't have did that for him.
No, no. But I guess
But
they
yeah, he
like,
definitely
now don't be talking
came
about the
up.
president. So
He
that's what.
just I don't even like to say his name.
Well, he is our president.
That he is for another
3 years.
3 years. So I guess we'll just have to deal with it. Have no choice but to deal with it.
They
But
got.
anyway,
Did you hear about in the celebrity news that Tia and Tamara?
uh-huh.
Uh, she's in med school. They said, okay, med school. Tia Murray flaunts her confidence while lip syncing to Megan Thee Stallion's song. And people were talking about that she was wrong. Tia knows she can do all. She dropped a reminder for internet on Monday, leaving the girlies gagging and applauding because she did better. They said she did better than Megan and this Stallion.
By
In
lip
her,
syncing?
hmm they said she put a lot of motion in it.
By lip syncing. Okay. And she done better than the artist
Well,
by
you
lip
know
syncing.
what? My thing of it, a lot of them be lip syncing. Cause I done went to a concert, a live concert where they didn't have music starting out, and they sound horrible.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, absolutely horrible. So a lot of them lip syncing.
Oh yeah. They
So
definitely do that. And yeah, because a lot of them, I guess when they do their recordings is what is it, auto tune?
I think more of it now, but I would never forget one concert that I went to, and I was such a fan. And I went to it, and it was a live concert. And when I tell you, it was Alicia Keys.
Mm-hmm.
She cannot sing live.
Really? I
Yes.
have heard her sing. Well, I haven't been there to,
Oh,
but
I was live in concert with her playing the piano. No music other than the piano.
Maybe she was just having a bad day. Maybe she had something going on with her vocal cords that day. Cause I believe she can actually sing.
I don't know. Like I said, that
She was
particular
probably
day,
having a bad day that day, Tamika.
sometimes people don't give you grace, and I haven't given her grace because I would never buy another ticket to go hear her.
Oh wow.
No.
So you can't go off the first. Well, some people go
Well,
off the first
with my
impression, but you
money,
shouldn't have been.
with my money, you can. Yes, yes,
Yeah,
yes.
maybe
With
she
my
was having a
money,
bad day.
yes. With my money, I go off of the first incident. So
So you would
yes,
never give her another chance.
no, not spending no money. Mm-mm. I wouldn't spend my money to go back and hear. No, maybe someone else's money, but not mine.
Well, she was probably having a bad day today, but
But
I honestly believe
but
that
I
she
do
was.
agree with what you're saying because a lot of people we don't give, second chances
We
or
don't.
another chance for something. It's like
Right.
the first time. That's just like going to a restaurant for the first time. If you have bad service, you probably ain't going back the second time.
Right.
And it happens a lot of times. A lot of people do that, and it falls back into what we were saying earlier. How when people are, you telling someone, how they make you feel or whatever, and then they're saying, no, that's not what how the story goes. That's not what I'm doing. Not
Right.
thinking about it or saying that's not my intent. Because a lot of time, I mean, you never know. You never know what could be carrying on or why. And sometimes you feel like other people are tougher than other people, and you're like, well, I can say whatever. Or she's the oldest child, or he's the oldest. He can take it.
Right. And
Or
that's
even
another thing. You never know what people are going through, so you have to watch how you talk to people, how what you say to people,
yeah,
because again, that causes a lot of what's the word? Not incidents, but traumas to a lot of people.
yeah. Okay, I know you'd be up on the entertainment news. So Clarence, um, Ninchi and Queen Ninja finna get married.
I've never heard of them two. Are they rappers?
Yes.
So I never heard of them two. They
Well,
they
he wants some more kids, and she don't.
they must be new artists.
Well, he want kids, and she doesn't.
How old are they?
I mean, they don't look old.
Okay, so with that instance, do you stay with someone if you love someone? Do you stay with someone if you want to have kids and they don't?
Well, that should be agreed upon before you get married. I think so. I mean,
Right.
because
So, but I understand that that's something that you should agree on, but how would you handle that if you know that y'all if you really really love someone, you know you want to be with that person, but they don't want to have kids with you, but you know you want to have kids one day.
look like you need to either figure out if y'all gonna be able to adopt. Because a lot of women won't have kids after they get a certain age for several reasons. Weight,
One of them.
weight. We worried about weight, and then a lot of these artists, they done had all this work done, and they ain't finna go back and redo the work.
Yeah, that's true. That's
And these
definitely true.
men, if you getting with these women that done had all these BBLs, you already know they ain't finna have no baby. I mean, that's being serious. If you know your woman and had a BBL, why would you think she gonna have a baby?
But some of them look at Cardi B. She don't have a BBS. She don't pushed out three.
She had a BBL before having 3 babies.
Yes.
She probably finna have another BBL.
You don't think nah. But I don't think that messes up anything.
Man, I believe it does.
So having babies, you feel like it messes up a
Oh,
BBL.
yes. Yes.
I don't see how. I don't see that.
You don't see
I don't
how it
see how
does
that.
that?
I don't see how I could do. Nah, I don't see that.
Well, I don't know. I hadn't had
But
a BBL.
she done, and I know I've seen a lot of artists that don't have BBLs that has pushed out some babies. I mean, it's
They probably went back and had some fixed. Cause I know a girl, seriously, she had a BBL, had a baby, then went back and had another, had adjustments of her waist because it wasn't tight like it was.
I mean that's you talking about waist. You. Oh, okay, waist, yes, but your
But that was the only thing that was affected. But I probably wouldn't have done. I mean, don't do that. You knew you wanted a baby before you had the surgery.
yeah, but that's not considered a BBL.
It's considered
Your
another
waist,
surgery.
yes.
You tighten up your. You're still cutting on yourself.
Okay.
Just get old. Just get old, and then go and do what you're gonna do. Have your babies, and then that's just my opinion.
So have your babies and then have your surgeries.
Yeah,
Don't
have
have
a
your
mommy
surgeries
make
and
a
have your babies.
yes, then do all that.
I got
Yes,
you.
yeah. I mean, it's but people do, it's their money.
There you go. You can't tell them what to do with their own money.
You can't, but a lot of people think they can. Feel like you control 'em. But make sure y'all visit us on our website. That's Knox Media Group. And also, if you're interested in our sales and digital marketing positions, please send your resume to info@knoxmediagroupinc.org. That's info@knoxmediagroupinc.org. And also, let them know, church announcer, what the special is going on at S&K Mortuary.
So we are running a special for $39.95. That is a complete service. It's with a casket. And we also have our cremation starting at $13.99. So you cannot beat those specials. You cannot beat these deals. This offer is limited time only. So again, $39.95 for a complete funeral and $13.99 for our cremation. So you can give us a call at 334-792-4141 or stop by our office at 1039 North Range Street here in Dothan, Alabama. And again, like I said, if you can't come to us, we can come to you. One of our experienced licensed funeral directors would love to come and sit down and talk to you and help you with any of your funeral needs that you need.
All right, so y'all make sure y'all get on over to S&K Mortuary. And also, if you have any graduation, family reunions, birthdays, funerals, whatever the occasion is, and you need shirts, hoodies, call us at Your Life Remembered. The number is 256-712-2888, and we will get your shirts out. So make sure you do that. And we also make cups, mugs, hats, blankets. We have a 360 booth. So if you're having a special occasion and you want to capture that smile, make sure you call us for your 360 booth at Your Life Remembered. We got all types of things going on. We mark your calendars for. We have Remembering the Veterans coming up this year. Thanksgiving in the Park. We're gonna have some other sneaks we're gonna put in between there. But make sure you follow us. And if you would like to be one of our sponsors for Knox Media Group, please call us at 256-712-2888. And if you are around any business, you go into your business and you say, hey, what radio station are you supporting? If they don't say Knox Media Group or 105.1 or 105.9, tell them they need to get with us because we are a 501c3 radio station, and anything that they donate to Knox Media Group will go back to them 100%. So make sure you take advantage of those opportunities. No business is too large or too small. So make sure you get with us at Your Life Remember, Knox Media Group. You dream it, we make it.
That's it.
All right, so we got a good, so I think we kind of cleared up our terminology of raise and rearing. So y'all make sure y'all keep it locked in. Send us some messages or some topics you want us to talk about. Send them to info@knoxmediagroupinc.org or hit us in our DM. Hit them. I know people listening now. Hit us in the DM and let us know some topics you want us to come up with. We will definitely put them out there. But we thank each of you for tuning in every day to the Lunchtime Show, where we have the old school preacher, the church secretary, the choir president, and the church announcer. So we want to make sure you're part of our listening family. So make sure you download our app and take us no matter where we are. Take us with you. We don't want you to be without
Left
us.
out.
We don't ever want you to be left out. But we've been having a good show. Today was my daughter's first day back to school, her second semester of her junior year. So I'm excited about that. We have big things going on. So she's working on that. So y'all make sure y'all watch some of these TV shows. Y'all be on that reality TV. You watch Love in Huntsville?
No, I do not watch Love in Huntsville.
Me either.
I watch, of course, the ghetto stuff. I watch the Love and Hip Hop and the. I did get into the Real Housewives of Atlanta.
I don't
I
watch
like
none of
watching
that.
them, so I watch them. But
So what's the
I've
difference
never
then, I
watched
wonder?
the. So is that a good show to watch?
I don't know. I'm asking you. I don't watch TV.
Oh, so you never watched the
No,
Oh, okay.
I
No, I
haven't.
never watched that. I'm more of the. I'm always looking at the drama, the
Well,
entertainment.
I think this would be. I won't say it's drama, but with it being reality TV, I would consider that it would possibly be on the same wavelength.
It's not. I
Oh,
don't
okay.
think it is. I think it's a totally different wavelength.
Oh, okay.
You
I
got
think they're
some, yeah.
a little bougie.
You got the bougie, and then you got the yeah.
The ghetto ratchet.
There you go. That's it. That's it.
Oh, okay. But if you listen to the Knox Media Group, we want to keep it 100 with you, but y'all make sure you keep it locked in to the baddest radio station from North Alabama to South Alabama. That's 105.1
The music muscle of the shows.
and V 105.9.
The vibe.
All right, guys, we're going to get ready to get up out of here, but we thank you for tuning in to the baddest radio station with where we love everyone, where our motto is love, unity, and diversity. But make sure you love on someone, help someone, and make sure you get a good understanding of what somebody may be saying. It's not always what you think, it's what they're saying that makes a difference. So when y'all get up out of here, we're going to have a good day. Love on people, apologize, and definitely forgive someone because you never know when tomorrow may be your last day. But if it is,
Right.
tell your loved ones to call S&K Mortuary 334-792-4141. We going to get up out of here. Bye, church announcer.
Bye, y'all.
Bye. Y'all have a good day. We talk to you later.